Welcome back. You're watching Gyan Guru. I'm Professor Sanjeev Mukherjee, your mathematics Google man. Now, did you know Google is derived from Google, which is the mathematical term for 1 followed by 100 zeros. Now, this was popularized in the famous book Mathematics and the Imagination by Kastner and James Newman. So, obviously, I'm quite happy to be your math Google man. Ask me anything with numbers and I'll Google it for you. If you've just joined us, we've been cracking some problems in integration. In fact, just before the break, I left you with these problems. Let's solve them one by one. Question number 1. Integral of 4x cubed plus 1 minus 2 sine square x by 2 dx. The correct answer to this? Option A. How do I know? Well, here's the trick. Watch closely. Remember this old trigonometric property. Cos 2x is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x. Now, if you make x equal to x by 2, you can rewrite this identity as cos x is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x by 2, right? Using this, the expression now becomes 4x cubed plus cos x, rather integral of 4x cubed plus cos x dx. So we apply the first property and get integral of 4x cubed dx plus integral of cos x dx. Then we apply the standard formula and get our answer. Simple. X to the power of 4 plus sin x plus c. Okay, moving on to our second problem here. Integral of 1 minus 4 sin x by cos square x dx. Now the answer here is c. To crack this one is very, very simple. We simply rewrite the expression as 1 by cos square x minus 4 sin x by cos square x dx. This is the integral we need to find out now. So what do? We break up the question by applying the first property. Now we apply the second property and take 4 outside the integral sign. Now if you recall your trigonometry, see this, 1 by cos square x is equal to sec square x, and sin x by cos square x is equal to sec x into tan x. So the problem now becomes integral of sec square x dx minus 4 into integral of sec x tan x dx. Now we simply apply the standard formula and get the answer. Tan x minus 4 sec x plus c. Now the last and final question. Integral of 5 by x dx. Using the second property, we take 5 outside the integral sign. We simply apply now the standard formula for 1 by x. So what do we get? 5 log x. Now if you remember this, we have learned that k log x is equal to log x to the power of k. We just apply that here and get the answer log x to the power of 5 base e plus c. Well, if you would like to be tested a little more on this, just text us an SMS with the keywords INTE in caps to 8818 and you'll get a whole set of questions. Now I know that there are some of us who like being very, very thorough with what we do. So not only do we research the different kinds of problems that may come in the exam, but also try and practice them as many times as possible. The hard workers, you can't go very wrong with that. And then there are some of us who would like to think that we are the smart workers. We are able to preempt our question papers, just study that much. Well, it's risky. It can go wrong, but it's definitely a time saver. So if you are on a last-minute preparation trip. But whatever you do, it helps if you could get into your examiner's head. What is your examiner looking for? How will you be graded for solving a particular problem? Don't you wish you could just mind read your examiner? Well, I'll get you to meet someone who will help you do exactly that. Professor Kailashnath Kopikar, mathematics professor from the Delhi Public School, R.K. Puram, has been preparing and correcting CBSE Class 12 math papers for over a decade now. And he's promised to let us on a secret. Let's get him.
A big hello to Professor Sanjeev and all Gyan Guru students. It's good to be here today. Today I am going to try to clear some misconceptions we usually have about how maths papers are corrected. I'm sure a lot of you out there think that if you get the right answer, you're going to get all the marks. But that's not necessarily true. When we are evaluating your maths answers, we follow a very structured approach. That is, we give marks for the steps you take while you are arriving at the right answer too. So if you get the wrong answer, but if you have still followed the logical steps, you will still get some marks. In integration, the questions are usually for 3 marks or 4 marks. For the 3-mark question, you get 1 mark for applying the right property and the rest for applying the right formulae and arriving at the right answer. The 4-mark questions usually involve the application of trigonometric identities. So you get 1 mark for applying the right identity, 1 mark for using the right property, and the rest for using the right formulae and arriving at the right answer. I hope this has been helpful to you. All the best.
Thank you indeed, Professor Kailash. It's been wonderful having you here. So, it's really important to be conceptually clear. If you're on the right track, nothing will stop you from getting the marks, not even a really tough examiner. And now, something that a lot of you have been waiting for, the reality check. Now, this is where our team of expert statisticians come in to help you max your paper. What they've done is basically scan the mathematics question papers of the last 10 years and have identified trends and some fantastic stats that will help you preempt possible integration problems in the paper this year. Not just that, they've also worked out a time to mark ratio for every integration problem, just to ensure that you do not go into extra time while solving a problem. And we've also polled over 200 students from all across the country just to gauge difficulty levels of various concepts. In fact, let's just get on with it.
Well, let's take a look at this Manhattan. It's a record of the weightage given to integration by examiners every year. We go back to 1997 and trace integration in the exams over the last 10 years. And as you can see, it has always hovered between 16 and 18. The only time it shot up to almost 20 was in 2000, and the lowest it touched was 14 in 2001. The last 3 years have pegged a constant at 17, so it only seems natural that we may not see a major deviation this year. It would make sense to expect around 17 marks out of 100 from integration. Now, a closer look at the last 3 years, 2004, 2005 and 2006. 2004 saw 60% of integration problems from integration by substitution and 40% from integration by parts. 2005 was a healthy mix between all major concepts. Integration by partial fractions accounted for 35%. Integration by substitution accounted for 45%. And integration by parts garnered 18%. In 2006, all problems involved integration by substitution. In terms of difficulty level, we polled almost 200 students who appeared for the Class 12 exams last year from 10 cities across India. Integration stands at 6.7 on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is the easiest and 10 is mind-boggling. And now we move on to the time to mark ratio, or how much time you should spend per mark in the paper. You're given 180 minutes or 3 hours to solve 100 marks. Take away 30 minutes for revision and you're left with 150 minutes, which means you can take up to 1.5 minutes or 90 seconds to solve 1 mark. Our statisticians have worked out that on an average, in integration, it takes 1.5 minutes to solve a 3-mark problem, which means you save 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes to solve a 4-mark problem, which works out to saving 3.5 minutes. And 5 minutes to solve a 6-mark problem, which means here you save up to 4 minutes. In all 3 cases, you're well below the average of 90 seconds per mark, which suggests that whenever you attempt integration, you're always saving at least 40% of your time.
I really wish I had access to such analysis in my time. Well, I hope this has been very, very useful to all of you. For more on such tips, trends, analysis, just log on to our website, www.graycells18.com. And if you would like more tests, send an SMS with the keywords INTE in caps to 8818. And we'll make sure that you are completely geared to take on integration in the exams. And don't forget to join us for the next lesson, where we will tell you how you can practically make use of integration out there in the real world. Until then, from all of us here at Gyan Guru, Study well, study smart.